Hello and welcome to another Wilderness Tamed video, and in this one we're going to learn how Ross Noble almost caused me to catch pneumonia. What? Let's go back in time to March 2001, 2002, can't quite remember. I'd just come back from holiday and I go into work, which was the rescue centre of the Reptile Trust, registered charity, and the boss is sat behind the desk and I goes, "Hello, how are you?" And his standard response to that question from anybody was always, "Oh, short, fat, bald and blind," which it kind of was. And, you know, he says, "John, you're from Jesmond. Do you know where Jesmond Dene is?" I said, "I am Jesmond, of course I know. It was like my playground as a kid." And he says, "Oh, we're getting reports from like the police and the press that there's an alligator being seen in Jesmond Dene. Probably a caiman, spectacled caiman." He says, "We're going to go and look for it." I was like, "Oh, right, okay." I said, "Oh, what, in March?" He says, "Not much chance of that being in a good condition, considering the temperatures." And he says, "Yeah, but we've got to go and look." So that's what we did. We went to have a look for some form of crocodilian that had been reported in Jesmond Dene, Heaton Park in Newcastle. So the following day we head down to Jesmond Dene, right next to the Bluebell pub. And on the other side of the river, over the bridge, we unload the veterinary ambulance with sort of collapsible cages and noose pole things and stuff. Get the wellies on and the waders and go plunging in the Dene. Essentially, it's just a shallow stream that runs through the park. But there was a reporter there from, I think, Tyne Tees television, might have been one of the local radio shows, and a film crew came from Pet Rescue, because one of the presenters at the time was a patron of the charity, the Reptile Trust. So they often used to come and film us doing stuff that involved rescuing abandoned reptiles. It was good fun. And the boss was very good at getting the media involved and sort of on our side. So there we were, wading around in this cold, murky stream, and then the surrounding undergrowth on the banks and stuff, but it was perishingly cold. And after several hours, I think we went a couple of days in a row, we decided it's a needle in the haystack job, and at these temperatures, whether it's in the water or on the land, it's knackered, essentially. It's got no chance of survival. So we gave it up as a bad job. Then, years later, I came across something that surprised me, to say the least. So essentially what happens is I'm doing what you're doing, just scrolling through random YouTube videos, and I come across Graham Norton chat show video featuring two Northeast legends, Cheryl Cole from Girls Aloud, and all round canny lass, Katy Perry, who turns out to be absolutely adorable, and long-haired stand-up comedian and occasional actor Ross Noble. Famous for only doing one other voice than his own, and this is it, essentially. And in his section, which is about the third video in, this happens. So due to copyright laws, I can't actually show the YouTube clip in question, but let's just imagine we're at the point where I first see this, which, bear in mind, was many, many years after the incident in question. So here we go. This is me reacting to this video. Oh, this is really genuine, isn't it? Okay, and action.
Did you get that idea from the time you got everyone to phone? Was it a radio station in Newcastle you got to phone?
Yes, it was, and I bet you know who this is. Do you know the Flashing Blade?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Flashing...
He's a real Geordie!
Yeah.
Alan Robson.
Yeah, there was a phone-in show, and I got the audience, like about 500 people, all to say that they'd seen an alligator loose in Heaton Park, in fact. It was in Heaton Park, and they all phoned in this radio station, and it was brilliant. People just going, Alan, my dog went into some bushes, and there was some rustling, and it come back, and there was just the lead, and dog's gone. And
that doesn't make any sense.
Aye, what cat got snapped, and the trouble was it got out of control and it made all the papers. And my mum rang me up and just went, "You've gone too far this time." And then it's turned into this legend that there was an alligator loose in the park.
I really believe that. Is that not true?
That's me. I found that. It's not true. I completely...
Unbelievable.
But the worst thing was, about 6 months later, I was watching Pet Rescue on Channel 4, and they went, "And today we have a Pet Rescue special with the Teesside Reptile Society, who are spending the weekend looking for an alligator." And there was these blokes just in waders, just on this horrible winter's day, poking the river like that. Just
yes, that was us.
And I'm sat at home going, "Oh, God."
How old were you?
So I was, it was last week. It wasn't that long ago. Not long ago.
So now we know. But imagine my surprise at seeing that. Like, however many years later it was. I was like, you absolute hairy gonk. So, yeah, at least the mystery was solved. And thankfully, no alligators were harmed. Although Ross Noble might be. So yeah, imagine my surprise and amusement, like more than 10 years on, when I discover this video and think, hang on, that was you. We nearly got pneumonia. Okay, pneumonia is a bit of a stretch. Damp and maybe a bit of a head cold. Well, bit of a chill. But nice one, Noble. Thank you very much. Several years later, again, skipping forward in time, I go and see you live. Yes, for the second time. So that's twice I've directly contributed to your wealth. And during the intervals at a Ross Noble live gig, for those who don't know, the audience go to this, not all of them, a lot of them go to the bar. A few will take random objects and leave them on the front of the stage. The second half is basically him picking up random shit and talking about it for 20 minutes. Some of which is funny. So I took a sheet of paper with a photograph of Alan Robson, who was the Flash and Blade that he mentions in the video, the DJ who hosted the late night phone-in show that he'd encouraged his audience members to ring in with these tales of an alligator. There was a picture of Jesmond Dene on it, and I also took in a little rubber toy crocodile. Left them on the stage, just next to the monitor. He came on for the second half, after the, how does he refer to it as? The piss break. And he spent the entire second half of the show going through all the random rubbish on the stage, talking about it and interacting with the crowd. Completely missed out the stuff I took. Now what I'm hoping is he caught sight of it and thought, I'm not going down that avenue. Minefield. Or he just couldn't see it. It's one or the other. But what I do sincerely hope is that during the clean-up process at the end of the gig, a stagehand saw that stuff and thought, he needs to see this, took it to him in his dressing room, or caught him just before he goes off to his travel lodge, and he spent the next few nights unable to sleep because he was racked with guilt and remorse and anguish because of what he's put me through. So you at least owe me a subscription, because I've subscribed to your channel for reasons best known to whoever, an apology and a decent cup of tea and a couple of biscuits next time we meet. If you can bring yourself to confront me, I await your apology, sir. So that's all I have to say on the matter. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Very little to do with gardening at all. But every now and again, you have to do something in life other than gardening. And, you know, I'm still watching a YouTube channel, which is what you're doing. I haven't got that far away from making YouTube videos for you folks. Just this one had a different topic, you know. Oh. Anyway, happy gardening. Do continue digging and things. Oh, actually no dig. That's the way to go. Just, I don't know, prune something.